Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. We are at a different angle today because the normal place where I do my recording is not there because I'm getting a new vanity slash desk. So we are here today on my bed, chilling, relaxing. Welcome. So I just recently released a little thank you video on shorts because there were some gifts that y'all sent me, and I wanted to say thank you. So I made a short video. I'm going to post it here. Some of y'all sent me gifts for my wish list for my birthday. So I'm going to post it there in the live comments. It's also up on YouTube. Thank you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think it's posted. Anyway, a few of y'all sent me some gifts that I didn't get to put in the video because they came after I made the video. So thank you. Let me say thank you first to Miss I Heart Caroline. She's almost in every live video that I do. I always see her in the comments, and she sent me this Cartier Basel Wool. I hope I pronounced that right. Forgive me if I didn't. But it's some perfume by Cartier, and it was on my wish list for a while. And she sent this to me. So thank you, girl. It smells so good. I smell so good. And it smells good. It lasts all day. I sprayed it on yesterday when I first got it. It's Cartier Bassia Wood. I hope I said it right. I don't know. French. But it smells so good. Perfect for spring. It's very floral, girly, and flirty. And it's a lasting scent. Very nice. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, I Heart Caroline. If I see you in the comments later, I'm going to say thank you again. So thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate it. And I have to add this to my favorites. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Somebody else sent me a birthday gift as well. Oops. I hope y'all didn't see all of that information, y'all. If so, it's okay. It's my P.O. box. Anyways, let me open this. Miss Chloe and Miss Goddess Warred, thank you so much. They sent me thank you cards, which I always use whenever I do my orders for Level Up Cosmetics. I always send y'all a thank you card, and she knows I love stationery. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. She also sent me a gift card. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I don't know how much she sent this for. I think it's $15. Thank you. Got me some coffee. Okay, thank you, Miss Goddess Wild Red, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. And then they sent me a nice little card. Okay. Ooh, it has a little mermaid on it. So cute. Okay. Okay. They sparkle and shine. Guess mermaids are a lot like you. Oh. Thank you, Chloe and Goddess Wild Red. I appreciate you. All right. Hopefully they feed us later. I'll write them because tell them thank you too. Okay. So we're going to be talking about why single women are unbothered. So many dusties and men that are angry keep throwing a woman's status of being single or married up in their face, but they don't realize that they're talking about the in-between. When dusties or men who are upset call, that's why y'all going to be single for the rest of your life, they're not intending to try to marry you. They think single means shacking up with some dust. I mean, they think not being single means shacking up with some dust. They don't understand that you're single until you're married to a provider. Let me repeat that. They don't realize that you are single until you're married to a provider. Okay, because there are married women out there that feel single, active single, working like they single, and got a grown, able-bodied man in their house on a marriage license. Same thing as being single or shacking up with a dusty. So, or having a roommate. So you're literally still single. That's why I always tell women, if you can't do it, somebody else will. So a lot of these dusties are trying to shame women for having high standards, saying that's why you're going to be single. Okay, sir. Well, it's better than being shacked up with a dusty. Okay. People can struggle by themselves. And sometimes single women are thriving more because they have several options and they are taking advantage of those several options at the same time. Okay. So that's why so many women are unbothered and so many dusties are bothered because they know in this day and age, being a single woman doesn't mean being lonely or broke. It just means not having to deal with your dusty butt no more. And you better ask your mama. Okay. Okay. Mhm. And then they try to use the excuse, well, that's why you hit the wall. Okay, there's Botox, there's fillers, there's plastic surgery now, and people have options to look rejuvenated. I mean, look at all these celebrities who got snatched back, and look like they're 20 years younger all of a sudden. They out here 60, 70 years old, looking like they 25. Okay, so next. Now there's the technology where women can look younger for longer. Okay. Especially if somebody else paying for it. Okay. So scratch that off. Now what? Now what y'all gonna do? Okay. So that's why so many single women are unbothered because they have the option to look young if they want to. They don't have to age gracefully. They can if they want. That's their choice. They don't have to be stuck up under some dust, hoping and praying some dusty realizes that their value one day and gets it together. That doesn't have to be every woman. Now dusties are looking like, what are we gonna do? Y'all gonna get y'all money up if y'all smart. That's what y'all gonna do. Okay. So that's why these dusties aren't able to use a lot of these shaming excuses and tactics anymore towards women because we don't need y'all. Y'all need us. And we've realized that. Y'all need women to feel validated as a man because you don't have money in your account. Let's get into it, shall we? Take it, y'all. I'm taking off my socks for the foot fetish people, but I'm not showing y'all my feet. Just imagine. Anyway, girl, I'm in my bed. I gotta get comfortable. So these men, their masculinity is now being questioned left and right because they can't use a woman to define their masculinity anymore if those women don't even want them. So now the best way to describe or create your masculinity is to go get your money up so you can afford a woman because y'all need us more than we need y'all. Understand it. And if you don't get it together and get it right, y'all gonna be looking at each other, roommating with each other, splitting bills with each other. Men, dusties. Or y'all gonna be at home with y'all mama, waiting to inherit the house you can't afford taxes on. All right? Talking to y'all dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? If your mama owned her house. Y'all know it's the truth. That's why a lot of some neighborhoods are getting gentrified because these dusties that can't take a hold of their mama's taxes and homeowners associations. Once they mama, a strong independent woman who provided 100% because their dads might have been dusty, once they're gone and they leave their house to their son, their dusty son, they can't inherit that. properly. They can't pay them taxes. They can't pay them homeowners associations. They can't pay to get them lawn mowed. So they let the house go, and somebody else buys it, tears it down, rebuilds it, and there goes a nice little high-rise apartment. So, I'm blaming dust. They think they're getting ready to inherit something and they don't have to get their life together, but then they realize you got to pay taxes on that. You can't pay taxes working through the drive-through or at the call center, sir. So get your money up so you could even afford to inherit something. I remember a long time ago, there was this Dusty that inherited their mother's house and they was trying to flex with it. I'm like, that house is nowhere near anything that I would ever even want to even live in. Okay, you better fix it up and sell it and use it as a down payment to a real house. Some of these Dusties just waiting on to inherit something that nobody even want anymore. Y'all better get it together. Because women would rather be single than dealing with dust. And then some of these Dusties have kids, and whenever it's their weekend, they don't want to have to deal with the kids. So they try to find a woman that can take care of them kids while it's their weekend. Okay, can you comb their hair? Can you feed them? Can you watch them while I go do this? And then y'all become a fake step parent, and he got a free babysitter while he go out and do what he do when it's his weekend. A lot of y'all Dusties know what y'all doing, and a lot of y'all pick-meshas don't see it. So it's better to be single than to be with a Dusty. That's why a lot of women are so unbothered. It's more of a flex to say, oh, I'm a single woman living the soft life, having sponsors being taken care of from several, versus I'm with some Dusty that can't do nothing. Be the one living the soft life and getting what you want, whether you're committed or not to some dude. You can still live a soft life as a single woman because you got options. Single means you're not married. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. No. I'm reading some of these comments. Y'all are so silly. You said shame on you women. Shame on y'all men for not being men. All right? Shame on y'all men for not getting y'all money up. Y'all got one job, can't do it. Ooh. Get it up. Get your money up. Okay. Okay, so here is the argument that a lot of Dusties or men who think that the prize will give you. Why should I do something for you? That's what so many Dusties be asking, or so many men be asking. You don't have to do nothing for me. Somebody else will. That's your answers from now on. Give them that answer, because it is a privilege to be able to be in the vicinity of you, to even be able to be asked to do something for you, because somebody else can be doing something for you. Okay. And I always tell women this: know your value. If a man says, why should I do something for you? Say, you don't have to do anything for me. You should want to do something for me, because so many other people want to do stuff for me. You're lucky I chose you, because I could have chose someone else to do stuff for me. Okay? Remind them who you are. You said, we don't need these bozos. No, they need us. Thank you, Goddess Wild Red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got y'all's gift. Thank you, ma'am. I got you and Chloe's gift. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gift card and the thank you cards and the birthday card. Okay, I said thanks in the beginning of the video. Appreciate you. Um, mhm. Um, you said you looking for that video where I said to change your wig and your look to keep him interested? Okay. Well, if you know what? I have so many wigs. I've worn wigs for many, many years. Then I wore my own hair, and then I go back to wigs or whatever, whatever. But the point is, when the men see you looking a whole different way, it's like looking at a whole different woman. And a lot of men find that as a turn on, especially if you look good. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So it just reignites their passion because men are visual creatures. Hmm. You said you would rather start a business than date a dusty bum. I know that's right. Okay. Now, if these men only had the same mentality, that they would rather start a business than date a pygmisha, ooh, might get somewhere then. Mm-hmm. They might get somewhere then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, keep your standards high. It's a flex to be single these days as a woman because it means that you're not dealing with dust. It means you ain't dealing with dust. You're being extra picky. Your standards are higher. You're not just settling for anything because they told you you look cute and needed a place to stay. It means you have standards and you love yourself more. Whenever nowadays you hear that a woman is single and she looks good, that means she don't want no dust. That's all it means. I don't want no dust. That's why. Why ain't you? Why haven't nobody snatched you up? Because they can't afford you. But you gonna be single forever. Well, I'm still gonna have options. While I'm. That's what you say. Well, I'm still gonna have options. People still gonna be spending, trying, hoping, and wishing, baby. What happens when you get old? That's why you go die alone. Well, you're not going to die alone if you have kids, relatives, family. Most people gather around the matriarch or the women in their family because women are nurturers. They actually care and they teach. So therefore, more men actually die alone than women do. So next, and usually older women especially outlive their spouses anyway, so they're going to be single when they're old anyway. So who cares? Just lie and say you're a widow. If you get old and never marry or never, accept the Dutch, it's like I'm a widow. Um, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Your dad to you, you think you got all the answers. Well, you know what? If you had all the answers, then your name would probably be Google. You could Google them answers or you could figure it out. Uh-huh. So if you have your own, don't settle. Don't settle for less than what you want. You know what I mean? Don't settle for no dust. If they can't make your life better, why are you with them? They can't take you to the next level. Do you need them? Are you bored? You can date and not be committed. So single means you're not married. Single means that you are free to date other people and get money from several. Okay, not tied down to some dusty. Mhm. Mm-hmm. Okay, people are talking about pygmishas as friends. Some pygmishas don't want to see you do better than them, and they're ashamed of their situation, so they try to bring you down because they want you to be on the same level as they are. And once you outgrow being a pygmisha and pygmisha thinking, they feel like you're going to outdo them, so they get mad and want to pull you back. Don't let them do it. Tell them that, if that's your way of living and thinking, great, but you got to move on. See you when you wake up. That's what you need to tell them. Thank you, Coco and Holland. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Undercover Dusty, sugar daddy pays rent for and buys furniture, then asks me if he can move in. I told him no. Good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nope, sorry. Can't do it. Y'all got to think about this. Why a lot of Dusties want to move in. Let me tell y'all. To save y'all pygmishas in the future. All right. Sometimes Dusty's credit is bad. They can't pass the background check. Sometimes Dusty's got records and they can't get approved to live in certain neighborhoods or apartments. So they use a woman because they can't get their own. That's why they will offer to pay your rent just to get in there, because they can't do it on paper. Remember that. Your name, your reputation, your credit score, your ability to move and live wherever you want. Some of these Dusties ain't got it. They're unable to do it. So they try to use y'all. Thank you, I Heart Caroline. I got your gift, girl. I said thank you earlier in the video, but I got it. Thank you, ma'am. I love this. It smells so good. I'm wearing it right now. Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate that. This has been on my wish list for a while, and you were the one to get it. So thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. I'll think of you when I wear it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That was a birthday gift from I Heart Carolyn. Yes, I like it. It smells really good. Very spring and floral. And it smells very bougie. Okay. Dark Oracle, I shade. You got my level 1 elixir. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. So, yeah, a lot of these Dusties can't get into an apartment. And y'all don't realize that. Y'all need to be doing background checks on them Dusties. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't move them in. Caroline says, how do you do background check? Google it, ma'am. They have several websites that you can do that on. And so, okay, so part of the reason why the homeless population is getting higher in some areas is because women aren't dealing with dust no more. Okay. I'm going to repeat that. Why? Because the women don't want no dusty. And so either they got to go home to mother, and if mother's no longer there, they just homeless. They ain't got nowhere to go. They go from family member to family member. Then they try to find them a pygmisha, and pygmisha ain't having it no more or something. Now they homeless. Now half of them Dusties living in their cars. Why? Because we don't need them. They need us. Okay. And that's why women are okay being single. They're unbothered, because while they're living their best life, doing what they do, dating several guys, getting bills paid left and right, these Dusties are living in their cars. It's not funny, but get your money up, sir. We've been trying to tell y'all forever. I don't know who it's going to take to tell y'all. Okay. Multitask, several streams of income, 2 jobs. Y'all are dumb. Some of y'all are dumb. Y'all think y'all only supposed to work one job. Sir, if you broke, you know, you need to have more than one. If you don't have a side business, a side hustle, you need a side job, period. If your education or your career choice doesn't afford you to live the lifestyle that you think you're supposed to be living, then get 2 jobs, get 3. Single women do it all the time. Are you saying that single women who have kids are smarter and more productive than you as a man who the world is built for? If a single mother will work 2 and 3 jobs to provide for her children in a world, like I said, created by patriarchy for men, then what's your problem? What's your excuse? Why can't you get your money up? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all slow? Understand? Stop being dusty. Get up. Women who are single are literally unbothered because they're dust free. Okay. Ocean Devotion. She says she's surely gonna marry a provider. Exactly. Oh, Candy, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a man makes 6-figure but has no assets? What is he saving for? Is he saving? Is he saving for assets? What is his goal? Because a lot of men who make 6 figures, if they're not spending on you, maybe they have a goal. Maybe they have something to save for. Maybe they're investing in themselves as a business. So sometimes a man who makes 6 figures may not be trying to spend on you because he's trying to get his life in order. That's why you need several men or a different one that is generous, who already has it to spend. Okay. Not every man is going to spend on you. And that's logical because some of them are saving up for the lifestyle that they want and the type of women that they want. And if they're not spending on you, you're the placeholder. They haven't made it to that point yet. And they're saying, deal with me if you want, but I'm not spending no money. Some men literally are not going to spend on you because you're not the one that they are saving and working hard for. So just realize that you're not the one, or they haven't made it yet to spend on you. Thank you, Miranda. You just sit and watch TV and don't know what to do. Start a business. You start a business, man. You could be scrolling and promoting your stuff online. Get you a little online business. Sell you some eyelashes. Do something. While you sitting at the bar scrolling, you could be promoting videos, batting your eyes at the camera, talking about get these lashes, get this lipstick, whatever. You know, buy you some merch. Buy you some inventory, some little shipping packets, and start your business, or get you a drop ship company online. Start you a business. You could be making money while you're sitting in bars. You could be making money in your sleep. Write a book, create a journal, do something. While you're doing nothing, you could still be earning money if you're smart. Just like a Dusty, if he thought about it, he could do the same thing. Okay? There's too many ways to make money in your sleep now for anybody to be broke. It just is. Mm-hmm. You said it's money season. Yes, ma'am, Rosie Rose. And, for you ladies that are dating men, they are resources as well. These men are resources and beneficial to you if they're going to help you save money, thrive, and have startup business money. Okay. A man is supposed to better your life, not make it worse. A man is supposed to offer you more than he tries to take from you. Okay. Thank you, Cam Martinez. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your boyfriend is able to take care of you 100% while you go to school and you don't live together. How do you get him to be naturally romantic? Romance yourself, surprise yourself. That's what, social media is good for, is showing the world how you treat yourself. So when they try to gift you, when they try to do something nice for you, when they want to impress you, they got to do above and beyond what you already do for yourself. So romanticize your own life and your own everything, and they will follow suit because they can't come with less. All right. Or else it's a waste of their time, energy, and money anyway, because you're not going to be impressed. So romanticize your own self, your own life, and they'll do the same. You teach people how to treat you. Okay, if you drink water, and I said this earlier on my TikTok, if you drink water out of a goblet or a wine goblet and be bougie, if you light candles just to sit down and eat dinner at your own table, do you think they're going to bring you a plastic cup with whatever you drink, like with some water? No, they're going to do the same thing you do for yourself and more. Okay, tarot pixie sprinkle sprinkle. Married stingy rich man finally got him paying all bills after 16 years, but he's resentful. You want divorce, alimony? Should I wait till he buys a house? Ma'am, you waited this long. Sprinkle sprinkle. Is your name gonna be on the house or no? I don't know if it matters. It depends on what state you live in. But if you've been married for 16 years already, how old is he? Girl. Sometimes sometimes it's easier just to let them be and you go do your thing because they really don't care after a while. It just depends on what the situation is. If you don't want to be there, don't be there. If you're waiting for them to get a house and it's in your favor, great. If it's not in your favor, can you afford to pay taxes on them houses? Think about it. Uh-oh. I am Stony Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. You are always keeping it real. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that. You say you drink out of a plastic wine goblet. Okay, best of both worlds. If you drop it, it ain't gonna break. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Best of both worlds. At least it's still a goblet. Drink your water. Hydrate, ladies. You can't be with someone long term. What do you suggest? Long distance. Or living separate. It's easier to be with someone if you don't live with them. It's easier to be with somebody if you ain't got to see them every day. Okay. What do you like? Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber's wife? I don't know her, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know them. You said, what a weird. Y'all act like I live in Hollywood and know these people. Even if I did live in Hollywood, do you think I would really know them? You choose them to think that I would know? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if a provider ghosts you before you become intimate? Did you get some money they was providing? Then you win. Okay. You win. You didn't have to put out no sugar, no honey. You kept your nectar. Good for you. They'll circle back around. They'll be back, girl. They can pay when they come back too. Oh, Danny, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if your emotions are so strong you can't stay away from Dusties? Then you are a pygmisha. Okay. You crave the attention of any man. You want to be chosen, even if it's by the dust. So therefore, your emotions take over, wanting to be loved, wanting to be noticed, even if it's by somebody broke, even if it's by somebody that do the dusty back hug. You don't even care. That's why, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you cared enough about yourself, you would love yourself enough to not need a Dusty's attention, but instead crave the attention of someone who actually likes you enough to provide. That means you would love yourself so much that you would not care about being emotionally attached to a man that's not going to financially attach. That means you value yourself on the highest level to where you will not associate yourself or your future generations with lack and poverty cycle. That means you love yourself so much that when you procreate with a man, you're going to make sure he has enough money for you and them kids. That means you're going to be more logical and smart, and your family is going to thank you and later for choosing a man that actually is a provider. Instead, a pick-misha is literally more selfish than a gold digger. A pick-misha is literally more selfish than a gold digger because she is sacrificing herself, her standards, her kids' future, and all the debt, and her self-esteem, and her time for the approval of some dust. So, if you want to learn how to emotionally control yourself, love yourself. And loving yourself means loving everything that comes from you. And if you love your children, your future children, you're not going to give them no dusty parent, no dusty daddy either. You ain't going to do that to them. So think about the future. Think about that. Every time you see some dust, think about how great of a father they're going to make and how great of a provider they're going to make and how they're going to get you your dream house and dream car. And if you don't see that happening with them, laugh at yourself, slap yourself, and go back to thinking logically. Okay? Because ain't no dust worth it, baby. Ain't no dust worth it. Oh, Coco and Holland, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just to say thank you. Your advice is so worth so much. I literally 10 times what? More beautiful because I listen to you daily. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Okay, Miranda, thank you. There are two rich cities close together. Do I alternate between the both of them? Sure, why not, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it. Multitask. Thank you. You said, so no more free money from guys once the female robots hit the store. Yeah. If y'all can save up enough for a female robot, maybe y'all won't be dusty no more. You just save up for their maintenance, their updates, their cleaning fees. Maybe it'll give you something to thrive for and get yourselves together mentally. You can't save up for a real woman, save up for a fake one. It's practice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. And if you never can figure out how to get past the practice model, then maybe that's all you need. All right. Said they're gonna kill that robot. Maybe some men aren't equipped for real women. Maybe they just need the robot in practice version. Stay over there. All right. Even a robot needs upkeep and maintenance. And they cost money. So either way, you're still gonna be spending money on a woman, even if it's a robot. Hopefully you'll have enough for the practice version. All right. All right. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe you could program that woman to tell you how to get your money up. In a nice way. While you pay rent to live in the house y'all both live in. While you buy new outfits for her so she don't have the same thing on every day. Unless you just keep her naked. Okay. Either way, you're still spending money on it. Mm-hmm. You said talk is cheap. Exactly. Paying for her tune-ups. And electricity, you got a charger. The electricity bill's gonna go up. You're gonna get tired of her saying the same thing, so you're gonna have to pay for the upgrade for some more speech. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Well, y'all, y'all get it together. Hopefully, them robots will treat y'all better than real women. All right. What do you do with husbands who don't compliment their wife? Ma'am, there are so many men out here complimenting women every day. Do you really need a compliment from your husband if you look good? Thank you, a platinum elite sprinkle sprinkle. Women get the pipe, then they get the sidewalk. You can cap in these women's real. Okay. Man, sir, I'm sorry. Sir, let me tell you something. Women get the bag because men have to spend on women to even get them to their home. All right. And if they get the sidewalk, I'm sure they're going to step into their luxury vehicle and drive to the next man's house who got money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're not spending, they're gaining. If they decide to give it up to any man, they must have been benefiting somehow, some way. Maybe they got a couple bills paid. I don't know. But I'm sure those women have several, and they're just going to the next dude's house and collecting all their bill money, rent money, shopping money. And y'all are sitting there spending, buying drinks, buying dinner, all of that stuff, just to feel like you're putting a woman out on the curb after she finally gives you some. Wonderful. Hopefully you're not broke. If you are, her name is Pygmisha, and she does that anyway. And that's probably part of the reason why y'all aren't gay already. So wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all better praise Pygmisha, because they're getting less and less. Pygmisha is the one that's keeping y'all from being homeless and keeping y'all from being gay. Y'all better be praiseful to Pygmisha, because once Pygmisha is gone and there are no more, what y'all gonna do? Once Pygmisha has woken up across the globe, what are y'all men gonna do? Y'all better hurry up and get them robots. All right, robots gonna be the new Pygmisha. Because okay, y'all have a good time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all gonna be in the bank trying to figure out if y'all gonna pay y'all car note or save up for that robot. I gotta get to work. I gotta pay these robot fees for the tutor and the upgrade. Y'all gonna have to Uber to work if y'all got that robot. Pygmisha is gonna, like, the new robots are just gonna be the new Pygmishas when Pygmishas wake up. That's why they're making them. Because women are waking up and they're not settling for no dust no more. You said the robot gonna carry him. Yeah, he gonna be riding on the robot back like Barbara the Builder. Walk me to work, ma'am. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Them robots gonna be being repossessed left and right. Then women are gonna buy them. Women are gonna start buying the robots to model clothes for them. Girl, let me see what I'm gonna look like in that outfit tomorrow. Girl, you looking good. Women gonna have like 5 robots in their closet, hanging up clothes, cleaning up the repossessed robots from the Dusties that couldn't afford afford the upkeep no more. Then that Dusty's gonna be even more mad. They're gonna be trying to buy one, a used one. Then they're talking about, oh, y'all are women all used up, got 5 bodies, but then they're gonna be in line trying to buy a used up robot. Make it make sense. Y'all know I be seeing the future. You know Pisces is psychic. Go back and watch my videos from 5 years ago. I'm telling y'all, go back and watch my video on both channels from 5 years ago. Y'all gonna see. Let me get that used robot. It can't. You said you're gonna have real women beefing with robots, jealousy. No, real women don't have to beef with robots. Men literally want to objectify a woman, so let them objectify them by making an object to get fake validation from. I mean, what's the point? Mm-hmm. You said used robot, the whole fraternity used it. Bot sexual. Y'all are silly. See, okay, he's trying to go out of town for y'all first date. Never seen him or met him. He asking if my passport ready. He has money. Okay, that sounds like a trafficker to me, man. Okay, we got to be smarter than that. Say, sir, I don't know you. I ain't gonna travel out the country with you. You crazy? Can y'all be smart for 2 seconds? That don't impress me. That don't impress me. A man you ain't never met trying to take you out the country. Sir, I don't know you. I don't know if your breath stank or not. I don't even know if I like you. I'm not finna go out the country with you. I don't even know what to pack. I don't know if I need to pack my Vicks Vapor Rub because your breath stank. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know you. So no, don't be dumb. Okay. Sometimes men choose women that have never had anything and they offer them stuff that they don't feel like they'll ever be able to get from another man. So they desperate enough to say, okay, this man wants to take me out the country. No, don't be that person. Don't be that desperate. Okay. Be smart. You'll have plenty of opportunity to travel once you get a real provider. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you want to be a true? Yeah, no, don't do that, man. Don't be dumb, man. Be smart. What would SheRaSeven say and what would she do? Not that. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Should you marry a provider he pays all the bills, but isn't crazy rich? Okay. Unsure if you should break up with him and get another one or have another one on the side who exceeds my wants. I feel he could help me start a bit, man. Okay, so Ashley, the man that's providing you right now, make sure you have enough money in your bank account to start your own business now. Or later if you want to, whatever. In the meantime, you can have a very long engagement. Get you a ring. Okay? You got a ring? You engaged? You can have a long engagement. All right? While you're engaged, you're going to be able to see the type of lifestyle he's going to be able to get you, because when you're engaged, what are you going to start doing? Looking for houses, the neighborhoods y'all want to live in. You're going to understand if whether he can afford you or not. And if you are unable to agree on the lifestyles that you are wanting, then y'all can break off the engagement at any time. And you're still single, free to go and upgrade at any time. But to keep him providing and giving you money to help start your business, have a long engagement. Okay. A man that wants you is going to invest in you and get more money if that's what it takes to keep you. Right. Okay. Thank you, Platinum Elite Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sure, are you not worth more than a TV remote? Most of your listeners will go for a waffle meal after the club closes. Okay. Well, can you even afford a waffle meal, sir? And some TV remotes cost a lot of money. You ever seen an Apple TV? It's actually a phone. If a Dusty wants to promote and pay me $5 and promote whatever he's promoting, great. At least you're paying. But yes, if you can afford a waffle meal, I'm proud of you. Because some men can't afford that. They be trying to split a waffle meal. Sprinkle, sprinkle, you're doing good, Dusty. If you can pay for a waffle meal, you're on your way. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're so sad. Can't seem to attract a provider. The one you had left after intimacy. Your baby is a few days. Nothing planned. Turning 25. Okay. Honestly, you got to go to the rich side of town, man. You got to go to the rich side of town. You got to go over there, move over there, do something over there, stay over there. Because if you go hang out, live over there, run your errands over there, you're going to meet people over there. Eventually, you're going to meet a man over there. Eventually, you're going to start dating a man over there. And there you go. It's a numbers game, and you got to position yourself around people that have what you want. It's that simple. So, find you a temporary sponsor to get you over there, and then focus on finding a provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe even getting a roommate situation. If you can't afford to live on that side of town, find somebody who wants to roommate with you that can help you. Pay what you need to pay over there. Two girls get together that have the same goal in mind. Get them a little spot over there on the rich side of town. Smart. Okay? You got to think positive and think solution oriented. Don't look at your problems if you can't see the solutions to them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do these men even watch your lives? On somebody else's Wi-Fi, I'm sure. Uh-oh. You said, okay, Courtney says my Cartier perfume means stolen kiss. Pasievole. Oh, thank you for interpreting that for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It smells really good. Okay. Sure, what do you think of Jeff Bezos likes 55-year-old Lauren? He could get much younger, hot girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sure he's already had all the young, hot girls. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you get to a certain age as a man and you already had all the young, hot girls, you want somebody that like the same music you like, remember the same stuff you remember growing up, and can talk about something without somebody asking you a history lesson. Okay. So perhaps that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You say he probably still with hot young girls? But see, I think that it loses the allure when you can have anything you want. Then you just go get what you're happy with. Some people they already had all of that, and they can't have a real conversation with somebody that's too young because they're not going to be speaking the same language, listening to the same music, liking the same stuff. They're going to literally have to pretend to be someone else or pretend to be young again and hip, and they're not going to be able to truly be themselves. So they're going to go find someone they can truly be themselves with. And if they want a little young side chick on the side, they can go get it at any time. So why not? And plus it looks bad to some people. If you're like old and got you a young girl, it looks bad on some platforms, but in other platforms it looks fine. And as long as the girl looks good, I think that's all that matters. As long as she look good. Men are visual creatures. And maybe he don't want no more kids. He don't want to be a daddy no more. Maybe he don't want the 25-year-old saying, let's have some babies. Maybe he's done. Oh, Platinum Elite, again, you gonna spend some more money over here? You teach men to bust and bounce. You got to pay a ninja to even show up for a date. Wake up, Shira. Well, ma'am, sir, I'm sorry. Misha can spend her tax return check and money however she chooses to. That ain't none of my business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Like I told y'all need to be praising Misha, not downing her, because the more you down her, the less Misha gonna want to be Misha. Y'all heard it? Y'all keep downing Misha. She gonna get fed up one day. And y'all gonna really have to start saving up for them robots. You just literally told Misha her value and her worth. Y'all better praise Misha. Y'all better be at least lying to him. Because we try to tell him every day, ma'am, Misha. Wake up. If you don't wake up, we can't help you. Continue to thrive with dust. Continue to support the dust. That's helping us, because y'all are so focused on Misha. At least y'all ain't trying to talk to us no more. Okay? Misha keep y'all busy and relevant to yourselves. So we don't care what y'all doing over there. Good for y'all. Continue the cycle of poverty. You know what? We don't care. More power to you. Somebody need to make workers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said who hurt this platinum guy? Probably somebody he couldn't afford and leveled up on him and got with somebody with more money. Probably. You never know. When a woman does that to a man, it can go one or two ways. The man can figure it out, level up, and get rich, or the man can get mad and exploit pygmies. It's gonna go either way. Either they can boss up or continue poverty. That's the only way it's gonna go. If they choose to continue the poverty cycle and promote poverty cycle, wonderful to them. Okay. There's always an ebb and flow. Women are more representative anyway of abundance, because we can create and bring more to the world. Okay. So it just makes perfect sense if a Dusty is going to procreate and promote poverty. That's what they represent. I mean, who am I to stop them from representing poverty? It ain't my job. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some people are here as examples of what you don't want to be and who you don't want to end up with. So let them represent. Okay. If we didn't have dusty examples, we wouldn't know who to avoid. Let them represent poverty so you can understand what it looked like, what it sound like, what it act like, so you can walk the other way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, okay, let me read some of these questions. You said we don't care because we're getting our money up. Exactly. You said this guy called himself Platinum Elite. That sounds like that sounds like a discounted mouth grill with moissanite diamonds. Which one you want, sir? I want the Platinum Elite. The moissanites. It sounds like a cheap grill. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It sounds like the $12 membership at the $9 gym. The upgrade. It sounds like what the Dusties buy as a membership when they live in homeless in their car. Let me get the Platinum Elite membership so I can take a shower and use the steam room and swim and have access 24 hours. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I know I'll be clowning, clowning on them. They like it though. They like it. Okay. You said you got catfished by 2 girls. Now you're scared of people. What to do? I feel everyone try to take advantage of one another. Okay. Well then, sir, or I don't know, you a sir or a ma'am? You need to learn how to play chess. You need to go and learn how to play chess because it will give you strategy in life. And it will allow you to see what moves you got to make and what potential moves other people could make if they wanted to. You got to start to see from above, from a higher perspective, both sides. Okay, you need to learn how to play chess. So many people, they don't realize that learning certain things are going to help you with other things in life. Your perspective is how you see. If you only see from your perspective and you don't look from a higher position on both sides, you're going to get got. That's why I'm telling y'all, chess, not checkers, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better know. Learn how to play. Okay. You said every woman in your chats would go crazy to have their phones lit up with Platinum Elite as the caller, and they take the call. Okay, I'm sure that's the truth, sir. You keep telling yourself that. They're gonna be like, ooh, that grill place calling. Girl, my ratchet grill ready for my costume. I'm finna be ratchet for Halloween. Yeah. Y'all got my grill ready? I want the pink moissanite. Y'all want the pink one? Y'all got the grill. How much it's gonna cost? Even with the discount code? World Star, that's the discount code. Yep. All right then. I got a fake grill that I use when I'm doing my ratchet cosplay. You said not scam likely. Exactly. Their discount code was World Star. Yep. Anyway. I just gave you some business ideas. Go start you up a fake grill business. Get your money. Then you won't have to be mad at women no more. You're welcome. Okay. Sell to all the fake rappers, potential rappers, Spotify, SoundCloud artists. You could be the next Johnny Dang. The Temu version. Okay. All right. Shera telling him in her Southern accent. Okay, basement rappers. Yes, they all looking for them discount grills. That Texas always show up at some point. I know, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, you followed Ella said she followed everything I said. Now you're not working and getting and have your business and waiting for your vending. Even now, what do I do? You advertise. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You promote, you advertise. You get pretty, do your hair, do your makeup, get on social media and advertise your business or pay somebody to advertise. That's what you do. Okay. Make some content. Read a book. Mm-hmm. Take a bubble bath. Have a self-care day. You're making money now. You ain't got to work. Do I think Kanye love his wife Bianca? He is parading her naked. I am a very smart person. I use context clues to connect dots. I listen, I understand, I hear, I read. Okay. And from what I have learned from the media, the stuff that's been put out in the media by Kanye himself, is that some people are employees and some people have certain titles as employees. And some people get paid to do certain things. And that's all I'm saying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some people just doing their job, man. Some people just doing their job. That's all. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you know? Okay, so there are strategists out there. I'm going to tell y'all. There are strategists out there that people hire or they become themselves. They're strategists out there to find new ways to promote things, new ways to increase viewership, business, whatever. Ways that haven't been done yet or ways that are definitely 100% effective. Ways that most people won't really recognize or understand, but will respond to definitely. So y'all put all that together. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense in order to be successful. All right. Okay, that's more for my other channel. I might do a whole video on that one. Yeah, let's go to my other channel in a few minutes. But if you're playing chess, not checkers, your opponent is your opponent. A lot of people are playing chess still with each other, and they have other pieces on their board that they use. So you also have to think like that. I'll probably do that. Remember, when people are higher up and they have genius minds, not everything is what it seems to the average person. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, if y'all, I don't even try to look up this stuff. It just finds me on TikTok or whatever. But if you open up your first storefront for a business in the hometown of your ex-husband, are you playing chess? Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Are you playing mental chess? Are you playing psychology chess? Are you playing symbology chess? I mean, sometimes that's more for my other channel. But you gotta be on it to see it. You gotta be over it to see it. Otherwise, if you're just the pawns, you're only going to see it from the lower perspective. If you are a chess player, you're going to see it from the higher perspective. Okay. Okay, there you go. Just study, just learn, just understand chess, not checkers, baby. I mean, y'all seen Harry Potter? Y'all know that wizard's chest, not chest, wizard's chess is what people play in higher up echelons. Okay, here you go. Cannot be emotional at this chess game. Exactly. You gotta be strategy. You have to be strategizing and seeing future moves, predict different moves. You gotta be smart. You gotta use like more brain cells. You say steaks, not hot dogs. Yeah, so like a lot of single women are smart. A lot of women are single because they don't like playing dumb anymore, unless it's to benefit them. Like, y'all think some of these women in the media look stupid and dumb because you're judging them on how they look and how they sound and how they act. But a lot of women's brains are much more strategizing, but as some people call it, um, calculating than men. Because, like I said in another video, women have had to use the power of manipulation for centuries because of oppression. So they've been playing chess longer than men. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Y'all know that show, The Queen's Gambit? Queen's Gambit? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said, tell your women to get their money up and then give that money to ninjas like Platinum. Thank me later. Okay, well, to ask your mama for some money, sir. Women, get your money up and donate to the homeless. There you go. It's a tax write-off. Okay. Give more to charity, ladies. Instead of donating to a dusty, donate to some children that need a home. Donate to some pets that need food. Okay. In the arms of an angel. Feed them dogs and cats. Don't feed no dust. All right. Your money is literally better used if you donate it to somewhere else. Okay. Don't donate it to no grown, able-bodied man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Only send them home to their mama where they belong. All right. You see, you hate them pet shelter commercials. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go go feed your cats and dogs. No man wants you. Well, sir, at least we are able to adopt a cat and a dog and afford food for them. Y'all can't even get an apartment in y'all name, let alone adopt a pet. Y'all can't even afford the pet fees to an apartment. Y'all can't even afford the food for a pet. Okay. When you go in to adopt a pet, they ask you for your address and permission for whoever owns the house if it's okay for that dog or that cat to be there, and you have a blank stare. You're like, what? I can't just take the dog? No, sir. They're gonna background check you to take an animal. Yes, they will, because they don't want no dusty adopting no dog they can't afford. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't even qualify to get no animal. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you again for helping you live a successful life. If you had the choice, would you invest in more property or another business? What's smarter? Well, if you're smart, you'll make that property into a business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what they do over here? They buy a house in like a commercial area, because some areas have houses for sale, but it's also considered a commercial area, and they take those houses and they rent out office space in some of the rooms. They like redo the house so it's like an office, and they rent out office space, or they get a house and they fix up the rooms and rent out studio space for content creators, or they just rent out the house itself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to buy a property, turn it into a business. And a business will pay for itself. The property will pay for itself. Uh-oh, Shira, men need you to pay bills and put cars in our name, but to you used to do it. Tell the women here the truth. I never put no car in no man's name. Cars are in my name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And let me tell you one thing. If a man needs a woman to buy a car, ask your mother. Okay? Go ask mom. If mom won't help you, do you even deserve help? If mom tell you to go get a job, you're a grown man, do you think some woman is going to help you that you're even slightly attracted to? Go ask her. Go ask the ugly women. All right? Go ask the women that you walk 5 steps behind so people don't think y'all together. Go ask her. She'll get you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Wait till tax return season coming out, because she already done spent that on wigs and a vacation. So you gotta wait again. Wait till next year tax return season. Then go find somebody that look like they belong on my 600-pound life and go get your car. Okay? Or ask your mother. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all go watch My 600 Pound Life on TLC. Go watch that show. All them women got boyfriends to drive them around and go to the drive-thru and bring them food. You can be one of them. You can even be on TV if you want to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of these dusties even introduce the idea to the woman. Okay, let me go get me a BBW and suggest that she calls TLC so I could be on TV and live off of her disability, Social Security, tax returns. All right, go ahead, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why do these dusties feel so entitled? Because of the pygmisha that they walk 5 steps behind. Because of her. That's why. She told him he was a king. And he believed it. So he coming over here thinking he's a king, but he's a peasant. So in order for him to feel like a king, he got to go back over there. But he's testing the waters over here to see if he's a king or a king. And he just realized he was a king, so he got to go back over there. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. He's a king only with pygmisha. He's testing the waters out to see if he's a king anywhere else. And he's not. So he got to go back over there. If you're a king, you don't have to test it out because you got a kingdom. And you have subjects, and you have a queen, or you have land and a country and all that. You're not asking nobody for nothing. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Always some dusties in the chat. They live rent-free in your chat. No, they don't, because you know what? They own Pygmisha's Wi-Fi. They living off her Wi-Fi. They only here because of her Wi-Fi or their neighbor's Wi-Fi or their mama's Wi-Fi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why can't we chase a man? Did they steal your purse, ma'am? That's the only reason you should be chasing after some dude. If they stole something from you and you could get it back real quick, if you could run, get it. But if you're chasing a man, you're ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is you ugly? Then chase away, man. All right, then. You know, ugly women got to chase men sometimes. That's just what it is. If you ugly, of course they're going to be running from you. But if you fast, you might catch them. Catch them when they drunk. They slower. Okay? And their eyes, their vision is blurry. So you might be able to convince them to do some stuff. Catch them when they drunk. When you see a drunk man that look cute, you know you ugly and you know you chase men, get on it, ma'am. Get to the bars around 150. And there you go. Pick the cutest one. Rub on their shoulder. Okay, but make sure your makeup. Okay, so let me help the ugly women who chase men. Put your makeup on, because at 1:50 a.m. their eyes are blurry and all they're gonna see is like literally a blur. So if the colors are in the right spot, if the eyebrows are around where they're supposed to be and the lips are where they're supposed to be, all they're gonna see is makeup and colors, so they know that you might be high maintenance. They might think you cute, but they can't really see too good. It's dark in there. So make sure you put on your makeup, ladies. I don't even care if you look like who did it and why in the makeup. Just make sure it's on. Get to the bars at 150. Chase your dusty and take them home. Chase them. And y'all have a good old time. All right. For those women who don't chase men, we attract, we don't chase. But if you're ugly and you absolutely have to chase, you know, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way. Okay. I've seen it. When I used to be out and about, I've seen the women come in at 12:30. They watch the ones they be clocking the ones that they like. Okay, he nice, he looking good, he got that nice smile. They wait till he get a few drinks in them. Then about 150, they make their move. And by then, if the men had no luck, they can't get the woman they've been buying drinks for all night to go home with them. They take the ugly one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So get in where you fit in if you chase men. Now, I'm telling y'all this because let me tell y'all, there's all types of women. There are women who look good. There's women that look bad, and we already know this. Those are phases. Anybody can improve their looks. That's just a phase. But if you're in the phase where you ugly right now and you got to chase after men because it validates you, then go do it. But you know this channel will be here when you're ready to change. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Now, I know maybe you were referring to a video where some chick who claims to be a dating coach says, go after the men you want. You know, make the first move. Ma'am, I'm too cute to make the first move. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She's talking to the ugly ones. She didn't put that part in there, but I'm telling you, read between the lines. Just like some of these women in here, they come in here and they say, I'm doing everything you say, but I can't attract one. Da, 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 da. I mean, go back home and try again in the mirror. Or get around where some money is. Or get rid of that desperate energy. Okay. Some of these dating coaches, they will tell you to approach a man because they can't help you any other way. They can't tell you to go out and do better and get your looks together, because if you can't attract, then that's your problem. What they're going to tell you is to make the first move, and hopefully that man drunk enough or desperate enough to take some type of interest in you. That's all they're telling you, literally. They're telling you to take on the masculine role because you're not attracting a masculine man because you might be in your masculine, or you might not be what is attractive. They don't want to be mean to y'all. They want to sugarcoat the truth and tell y'all to make the first move. But they don't tell you what comes after making the first move. They don't tell you what comes after making that first move and chasing behind some man. They don't tell you that the man don't even want you. They forgot to put that part in. If you got to chase a man, they forgot to tell you one thing. That man don't want you, never did. That's what they forgot to tell you. So if somebody fixed their mouth to tell you, make the first move on a man and chase after a man, they just told you, number one, you ugly, and that no man wants you or is attracted to you. That's literally what they told you. And if you don't believe it, I'm sorry. That's all they told you. They was tired. They was tired of telling people all this stuff and it not working. So what they told them is to make the first move. And they just betrayed you right there. They betrayed you. That whoever told you to make the first move as a woman literally just told you you was ugly and can't attract no man. and you went and did it anyway. You went and chased anyway. You took that bait. What I would tell you is that go get back in that mirror and fix what needs to be fixed. Some women are out there trying to attract a man, but not dressing it to attract a man. Some women say, I only dress for the female gaze or for myself. Great. Wonderful. Dress like that when you're not trying to attract a man. Like, look how I'm looking right now. This is not for the male gaze. Gazy, not gays. All right. So if you are trying to attract a man, you got to have the right bait. Okay. You got to have the right look because they're visual creatures. Okay. If your dating coach tells you to approach the man first, she just told you was ugly in a nice way. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You might not be ugly, but you might not be their type. All right. You might not be ugly, but the man that you want may not want you. And that's the wrong target. The wrong target is a man that absolutely will not chase you and don't want you. But some of y'all are so bent on getting the man that you want instead of the man that wants you. And when you end up with a man that don't want you, that you want it so much, it's going to show. You're going to become a pygmy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-mm-mm. If you become a pygmy by listening to the advice of someone that told you to be in your masculine and chase behind some man, is your fault because you listened. Mm-hmm. What if the man you don't want is broke, but he wants you? I'm sure they also want money, but are they getting it? Probably not. So, you say y'all want an Easter skit. What the heck? Mm-mm. You're not taking relationship advice from a single baby mama with no money saying you have to build with a man. Bye. Exactly. But some of y'all's therapists and psychiatrists are exactly that. And being single doesn't even matter. If you're smart, you're not going to tell no woman to build no man. You could be married or single and see the truth. Okay. Do I think 20 years old is too young to get married? Yes, it is. You don't even know who you are yet. Your brain and your skull ain't even finished forming. You're still growing, literally. It's too young to get married, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's not too young to be engaged and get you a little ring and to be provided for. It ain't too young for that, but it is definitely too young to be married. You can have a very long engagement to where they're fully providing for you and you got some jewelry to do that. And then if you change your mind, keep the ring and in the engagement. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Keep the provisions, keep the ring, throw the man back. There you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Someone says Shira is not a single mama. Even if she becomes one, she got successful business and her chips work perfectly. Yeah, I'm not single. And my kids are almost grown. So I already, you know, lived my lifestyle as a wife and mother and still living it. I'm going to be living it to be a grandmother and a great grandmother and maybe a great great grandmother. Maybe not. I might be too old, but we'll see. Hmm. You said, why would a rich man want us when they can get an easy pick Misha? Okay, because pick Misha. Let me tell y'all why a rich man don't want pick Misha. Number one, because pick Misha will be distracted by a Dusty. Y'all see these pick Mishas in here sometimes? They be saying they got them a rich provider. Is it okay to be with a Dusty still? That's a pick Misha. A rich man don't want his woman dealing with dust. So he's gonna find a gold digger with high standards that do not touch dust and deal with her. I'm just being honest. They don't want to see you doing worse. They want to, if you're gonna cheat on a man with money and a provider, make sure he got some more money than the one you with. They like women who aren't going backwards, but are at least progressing. I mean, it makes that man look bad if their pygmy woman is dating a Dusty. That don't even look right. Okay, at least let it be another provider or a millionaire. Okay, at least he could save his dignity. That's why rich men don't deal with pygmies because they're, always going back to the dust, and they live in poverty mind. So sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't want you looking at the valet parker, the valet man making goo goo eyes. Okay. They a gold digger, look, no disrespect to the working class or a valet parker, but a gold digger will not make eye contact with no valet, but a pygmy will. That's the difference. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why do y'all call a woman who loves her man a pygmy? I don't get it. It's not that she loves him, it's because she loves him more than she loves herself. Okay? That's why. It's not that she loves him, it's that she loves him more than she loves herself or her future generations. That's why. Pick me, pick me. I don't care if you're broke and gonna put my future children through poverty cycles. Pick me because I love you in your poverty cycle. I love you still in your poverty cycle, Dusty. I love you. Pick me. I don't care about my future generations having to scratch from the ground up because I'm choosing it wrong. That's why we call y'all pick me, baby. Pick me, I'll go do the work of a man and work times 10 because I chose the wrong one, because I'm in love with some dust. That's why we call y'all pick Misha, baby. That's why we call them pick Misha, because they're so selfish and desperate to have a man that looks better than them on their arm because they feel ugly, and will go and clock in and work 12 hours to have some dude on their arm that looks better than them. That's why we call y'all pick Misha. Y'all will be cutting a Dusty's toenails, giving them a pedicure, and then clocking in 8 hours later. Sending y'all kids to bad schools, living in a bad area, to keep some dust. Sorry, that's selfish. hmm That's how y'all look to gold diggers. To, like a woman who has high standard. That's how pygmies look to us. Y'all look pathetic. Like, why are you doing this? You don't care about your future generations. You want your kids to grow up in the ghetto schools or in the bad side of town. You want your what? No, you're taking the chance of some dusty not being able to provide for you. You taking a chance to clock in 9 months pregnant when you get pregnant by some dust because you love him. Do you love yourself? That's my question. Because you can't love no dust if you don't love yourself. What you love is the validation a man gives you because they need you instead of want you. That's what y'all love. Y'all love the validation from a dusty man who looks better than you because they need you but don't want you. You're so selfish. You don't even think about the future of your children that you're going to have with this Dusty who can't even afford you or no kid. All you thinking about is how you going to look standing next to this Dusty that looks better than you. You going to look worse. That's what you're going to look like. You're going to look like you pay for stuff. That's what you're going to look like. You're going to look like you let him get your tax return. That's what y'all look like. Okay. You don't look like you love him. You don't even look like you love yourself. You look like you love validation. That's what you look like you love. You don't even look like you love your future generations. You look like you love validation. You don't look like you love yourself. You don't look like you love him. You don't look like you love your future generations. You look like you love validation from somebody that looks better than you. This is another thing. Y'all need to love yourselves and level yourselves up so you look good and don't need a man that looks better than you, but needs a man. You want a man to provide for you, not look better than you. Okay? Here you go. You said we live in a clown world. Oh my goodness. Do you think your husband needs me? I hope not. I hope he just wants me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. The only people that need me are my kids, baby. And some of these women in here to tell them the truth. You said these men need to be men again and stop whining like a little girl. For real. And these pick-me-shas need to wake up. Sometimes they just need to hear the truth. Okay? Because people don't know what love is anymore. They think it's validation from a Dusty, and it ain't. They think it's infatuation with a Dusty, and it's not. You said, why don't these men have any goals anymore? Because Pygmisha is infatuated with him. That's why. Pygmisha clocking in for him. That's why. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go ahead, Pygmisha. Put that dust on a pedestal now. Keep them far away from us. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You say you're 40 years old and you are glad that you're telling ladies the truth. Thank you. Wish I had you in my 20s. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. Krista, Pedia. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. How to become secure in your body. Well, it depends on why you are becoming secure in your body. Are you becoming secure in your body to give it away to some man? Or are you secure in your body because you love yourself? That's the question. Because women are programmed to do things for certain people. What are you doing this for? Why are you being secure within your body? Or is it for a man or for yourself? If it's for a man, then you're trying to make your body look appealing to a man's, wants and needs. But remember, a man will sleep with another man if he's put in prison or jail. A man will sleep with an ugly woman if it means free shelter. A man will sleep with a turkey if ain't nobody watching. So, is it for him? Does he have money? Is it a requirement to get to the bag, or is it a requirement just for validation? Which one is it? Because, strippers out there, they have to keep their bodies nice to get these tips. It's for themselves. It's for their bag. It's not for a man. The money may come through a man, but literally half them strippers out there are lesbians anyway and bringing their money home. So, who's it for? Is it for yourself, or is it for a man, or is it for a bag? Or all of the above? Is you a stripper? Get your money, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you all look ragged, but you can't afford ragged, sir. So it doesn't matter. I'm sure your pygmisha looks ragged when you walk 5 steps behind her or in front of her. But you don't mind sleeping in her house. A lot of men come out to platforms like this in order to literally belittle women because they can't say this stuff to their real pygmisha. So they try to say it to us. Sir, you ain't the target. Go say it to your pygmisha and watch you get kicked out. They're like, y'all are all raggedy, just like your baby mama, sir. Just like the one that put you on child support, but you still got to pay anyway. The difference between her and us is that you can't get us or afford us. You said help. Sir, your pockets are raggedy. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all raggedy anyway. So are your pockets, sir. Still, you cannot afford a raggedy woman. Period. Because your pockets are even raggedier, if that's a word. You go to Goodwill and complain about the prices, sir. We don't want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Goodwill, high now. I need the prices to go up. All these raggedy women. Y'all know it's true. Yeah. Y'all ever been thrifting and saw a dusty come in and walk right back out real fast? Y'all ever seen the dusty thrift? It's hilarious. I love to thrift. I love antiques. I love refurbishing things sometimes. Y'all ever seen the dusty trying to get his outfit together? Look at the price and they get mad and walk out real fast with that dusty walk, so nobody see him. You said what? I've seen it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Walked in and walked right back out. You know, y'all better off at Ross. Go to Ross and stand in that line. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some dusties don't know though. They think Goodwill is cheaper than Ross. Because they be selling stuff you can't get no more. Go to Ross. All right, I helped y'all out once again, dusties. Take yourself to Ross. You'll be all right. All right. You shop at J.C. Penney's, Ike? That sounds about right. You got that credit card? You make the minimum payments? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, then. You just told on yourself. You got a J.C. Penney credit card with a $200 limit. Wonderful for you. Look, unless you're a teenager, your credit card got $200 limit. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to no woman either. Don't nobody look. I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Don't nobody that have real money got no J.C. Penney credit card with no $200 limit, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What other women influencers do I like? I don't really watch too many influencers. I be just scrolling on TikTok, and sometimes I see some funny ones. If you can make me laugh or chuckle, I probably like you. What? Why single women unbothered? Because nobody wants to be attached to no dust. A lot of people that are single have high standards and they don't want to settle for no dust, so they don't. They'd rather say I'm single and dating and getting several bags than I'm tied down to some dust. Again. And it's so funny how y'all women are now starting to say, like in the comments, my dusty this, my dusty that. At least you recognize that they dusty. That's number one. That's the first step. Y'all are doing good. At least when y'all say my dusty, y'all dusty, y'all's dusty. That's number one. You know they dusty. Number two is how to level up from that dust. Y'all are doing good there. Wonderful. I'm proud of y'all. Number three is how do you get money from another dude or date several at the same time? Proud of y'all for that. How do y'all dump a dusty? Okay. Y'all have courage to let go of the dust. Wonderful for y'all. Next comment. Shira, I listened to everything you said and I found me a provider and I don't have to work no more and I'm getting married, got the ring. Thank you, ma'am. Here's the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's his money, but I'm giving it to you. That's the next comment. It goes in that order. Y'all see the comments in here? Y'all see it goes in that order. So Understand. Let the dust go. Okay. You said you got to admit it. Exactly. And that's one thing that women do way better than men. They are accountable for their actions. Oh, Slooty Moody, sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the biggest mistake women make when leveling up and trying to be unbothered? And how can they avoid it while staying in full control of their energy? The biggest mistake women make are listening to promises instead of responding to actions. That's the biggest mistake a lot of y'all women make. Y'all respond to promises versus actions. If you only respond to actions, you get a lot further, a lot faster. Okay? I promise y'all. Let me tell y'all, promises waste your time. Actions have results and benefits immediately. So avoid promises and talk. Only respond to actions. There you go. So a lot of women are actually better at taking accountability versus men. So when a woman can admit that she was a pygmy, when a woman can admit that she has a dusty, when a woman can admit that she needs to change, when a woman can admit that she needs to do this and improve that, she holds herself accountable. And therefore, it's easier to move forward because she's not defending the dust. She's not defending being a pygmy anymore. She's not in defensive mode. Now she's in growth mode. Now she's listening. Now she's awakening. Now she's blossoming and blooming into a woman that has high standards and self-worth because she held herself accountable. She didn't look and point the finger to blame nobody. She looked in the mirror and she said, gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. She put that Michael Jackson song on. And she took accountability and made that change. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. Okay? The selfish kind of love is not loving yourself or your future generations. Loving some dusty more than you love yourself or your future kids. And deciding to remain in poverty because he got a six-pack and walks 5 steps behind you. Okay? So, ma'am, I congratulate all the women in here that have graduated from their pygmy ways. Dusties can learn a lot from pygmies that have transitioned into, living the soft life. I promise you. Take accountability and level up. Oh, thank you. That Florida girlie, sprinkle, sprinkle. What qualities to look for in a provider when he approaches? For him to be providing right away, buying you something, buying you a drink, offering you something, not asking you about your job or your money or, your body counts or anything like that. If they're talking about solutions, if they're not complaining about anything, if they sound like they're going to be beneficial to your life instead of an issue or a problem, if they're there to bring you more, you're gonna hear it in their conversation. They're gonna be a very positive person. They're gonna have a great outlook on life. They're not gonna be talking about, oh, this economy is bad. Oh, I can't do it. They're not gonna be making no excuse. They're not gonna be talking about their baby mama. They're not gonna be talking about. They're gonna be focused on the present solutions to things and having a good time. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what made you realize not to be a pick me show when you were younger? The lifestyle that I wanted, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I always tell this story in my older videos, when I was 17 years old, when I would get out my car to pump gas at the gas station, I would envision myself pumping gas in the car that I wanted. Okay. And I knew I ain't getting that car if I'm dealing with dust. And I saw myself in my 20s driving that car. All right. And in order to do that, you have to take steps towards that, not away from it. So visualize the future that you want and only take steps that lead to it, period. You can't walk towards the dusty if you want nice stuff in your 20s. Thank you, Jeremiah, sprinkle, sprinkle, for being a new member. So visualize what you want at a young age. At least it will put you on the mental path. And if you step off that path, you know what a path is to get back on. But if you don't have a path or a mental path, or you haven't imagined yourself in a certain position, you're going to just be going astray. You can't get to what you want if you're walking towards dust. So every once in a while, if you start straying off that path and start walking towards dust, you're going to remember that visualization. Get back on the path. Because some of y'all just be walking in any direction. When you're young, you need to have a mental vision of what you want. And you don't step towards it, or you don't keep stepping towards it if it's not going to bring it to you. Period. You will stay away from dust so quick. Okay. You might see a cute dusty talking about, yeah, what's your name? But you know that that's not going to lead to that luxury vehicle. So why would you even step in that direction? All right. And a lot of times there's a dusty over there calling you over like a dog. But then there's a man that has some money over there watching you walk over to a dusty like a dog. And he might have had some interest for a second, but he ain't finna step to you now that you done walked over there. So understand it. Understand what you're doing from a young age. You said a man can be a prize too. What's wrong with that? If he's gay, of course he's the prize to some other man. Yes. Let me ask y'all a question. Do people compete for prizes? Yes. Who is the most competitive? Men or women? Men. You compete for a prize against other people. Who you competing against, ma'am, to win your prize? No. A man is only a prize to another man who is gay. Period. That's it. Okay? Y'all have to understand this. Wrap your mind around it. Unless your name is Pick Misha Barbara the Builder and you are a masculine woman competing with other women over a feminine man, or you are a gay man yourself competing against other people, because these days you don't know, for that man, then he is the prize. If you are a gay man or your name is Pick Misha or Barbara the Builder, your man might be the prize. That's the only way. But in reality, a feminine woman knows that she is the prize. First, foremost, and always. She doesn't entertain anything else that doesn't believe so. And that's why her world looks different than Pygmisha's world. That's why her life looks softer than Barbara the Builder's life, because she knows who she is, the prize. Okay? Sometimes when Dusties give themselves away by saying certain things, so do Pygmishas. And I'm not being rude or mean. I'm just being honest. Now, if y'all women out there that have sons think y'all son is a prize to another woman, it's because you're their mother and you love your son, and your son is your gift, not prize, gift. Okay? You know how they say a child is a gift. That's it, not no prize. A child is a gift. So don't get it confused. If you're a boy mom, don't get it confused. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women like weak men. Only the women who are insecure and want to control them. Okay? Most women don't have to control men if the man likes them 10 times more. They just gonna make them happy because they want to. You said boy moms are the root of these dusties mindset. Boy moms need to understand that they have to raise men. Boy moms need to understand that boys are a gift, not a prize. That's what they need to understand. Boy moms need to realize that they are raising future providers, not future dusties. That's what they need to understand. Okay. You would be more proud of your son if you raised him to be a provider versus a dusty. Just think about that. Don't let your bias get in the way and handicap your child. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women don't respect men that want them. Do those men have enough money? Okay, because women like money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So look, just because you're a man and you want a woman, don't mean you qualify to have one financially. You can like them all you want. A broke man can like a woman 10 times more than she like him, but if he can't afford her, of course you don't want him. You got to have the money to go with it. That's the part that men don't understand. That's the part that men forget. You got to have some money. So this is why so many men turn into red pill, because they started off with good intentions. Oh, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be faithful to this woman. I'm going to go work a 9 to 5, and I'm going to try, to do right. But then the woman does, her eyes be wondering because he don't have enough money. He chasing too early. He chasing before he got his own bag. Then they take it personally and say all women this and all women that. Da 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 da. No, all women like comfort. Most women like providers. Most women seek someone who can, not make them live in struggle of. Don't blame the woman. Blame your priorities for not having something for her. And some men will say, well, I gave her everything. Everything according to you or everything according to her. Because people have a different perspective on what giving someone everything is. If you gave her everything you got and it wasn't enough, then you couldn't afford her. Okay? Stay within your league. Men try to date outside their league and get mad at the woman for wanting what she is worth. Okay? So for example, if you put something on a payment plan, look, banks know this. If you buy something, they gonna give you a loan because they know you can't afford it, and they're gonna be able to take that house, that car back, or whatever. It's on you. It's on you. They make money off of your ability to try to live outside of your means. The same thing with a woman. If you chasing after a woman you know you can't afford, it's gonna get repossessed by another man. She gonna get repossessed by another man. Why? Because you couldn't make the payments, you couldn't keep up, you couldn't afford the maintenance on it. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose it. All right. Now you need to go to the dealership that you can afford. You need to go get the car or the woman that you can afford. And don't be getting mad at women. Don't be getting mad at these car dealerships for repossessing your car because you was trying to do more than you could. Get your money up first. Then go get anything you want. That is what y'all need to understand. Okay? Stop trying to buy stuff on credit that you can't afford. And don't be mad when it get repossessed or, auctioned off to the next person that can afford it. Stay within your price range, sir. All these red pill men out here, they can't afford the women they want, and they mad about it. Oh well. Figure it out. Get some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And listen, when they do get money, they still mad. Just like if you did get your car repossessed as a dusty, you ain't gonna buy from that company no more. You're gonna be mad. That left a bad taste in your mouth. Right? You're gonna go to another brand, another company, right? But every time you get an opportunity, you're gonna talk bad about the dealership or the people that repossessed your car. Why? Because it was your fault that you couldn't afford it. But you're still gonna hold a grudge because you're not taking accountability. And that's quite all right. A smart person will see straight through that and understand that you had your priorities out of order. Your taste was too expensive for your pockets. And now you hold a grudge and you mad. But that's quite all right. We understand it. We don't care. We unbothered. Get some money. All right. Uh-oh. You are wrong for being completely detached from his family. Nope. Don't want to be considered problematic. Most of them have mental problems. And okay. Well, ma'am, all you're doing is protecting your peace. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All you doing is protecting your peace. That's all you doing. You can't help what they got going on over there, but you can help what you allow into your life. So continue to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And if they say that something is wrong with that, say exactly what I just said. Well, I'm sorry for protecting my own peace. Y'all got your own problems. I don't want to be a part of it. Good luck to you. That's all you tell them. What they gonna do? Argue with you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now I need to so what to say when they don't want to spend anymore because you're not sleeping with them. Thank you so much for all the free dinners and meals. Mm, appreciate you. It was nice getting to know you. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for trying to invest in me. Okay. So what you're doing there is you're reminding them how much money they spent on you, how much they've already invested. They know they're gonna have to start over with another chick eventually from scratch, or they can keep going with you. It's their option. Thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you check my question? Okay, let me see. Did you send a super chat? I don't see it. Okay, I'll look at the bottom. I don't know. Did you? It's hard to see everybody's questions at the same time because they're coming in so quick. So ask it again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to make them keep spending when they say that. Remind them of how much they've already invested by thanking them for all that they've done. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Because when you walk away or when they walk away, you're walking away with more than you walked in with. And they're walking away with less. So they're going to feel like, okay, well, I need a return on my investment. So I'm going to keep investing. Or I'm going to keep dealing with you and I have to comply with what you want if I want. Or they'll just give up and go start over with another chick. I don't know. But you're still going to win because you're leaving with more than you walked in with. And if you remind them of that, they may keep going or they may feel like they're going to have to start all over anyway. Either way, they're spending money. Okay. They may feel closer to getting what they want to you with you versus a new person. So they're going to use their logic and they're going to make the decision that's best for them. You can say, oh, you know what? I was just getting to really, really like you and, feel like that we were getting closer. I'm going to miss you. Say that to him. You're going to feel like he was this close when he was this far. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to enjoy singleness while waiting for your provider. By enjoying your life, romanticizing your own life, showing people how to treat you by how you treat yourself, loving who you are so other people can see how to love you. Okay. Looking your best so you attract the best. Okay. Working on yourself. That's how you enjoy it. You enjoy becoming a better version of yourself because you know you're going to attract a higher caliber. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so yeah. How do you know he's gonna be a provider if you don't know how much money he makes? He owns real estate. Is that enough? Ma'am, that's what the internet is for. If you smart, you could find out more than you think just by typing a few things in on Google. If you want to know about how much he makes, you'll use your mind and you'll figure it out by using the internet. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It may not be exact, it may not be accurate, but you'll have something to go by or to start with, What if a rich man don't want to spend money because you won't sleep with him? If a rich man doesn't want to spend money on you because you won't sleep with him, then continue to eat free food, get your belly filled, and go date other men that have money that are more generous. Okay, save his number under clout and free food. All right, all right. 2 can play that game, darling. He's free food and clout. He don't get none. Okay, go get the other one that likes you way more, that is more generous. Date him too. When you hungry and want to go out to a nice restaurant and chew food across the table for somebody that's going to give you a little clout, call the one with money that's only buying dinner. All right? Or answer the one when he calls you. You want to go out to dinner? I'm not paying none of your bills because you're not going to sleep with me, but you go out with me to make me feel relevant? Will you be my accessory in public when I can't drive my car? Sure. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Save on a grocery bill, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's some of y'all are just arm candy to these men so that they can feel relevant when they walk in a place because they can't drive their car there. All right? You can't drive your car into a restaurant. You can't walk across the club or the bar with your car, but you can walk across with a woman. Okay, so just go be their arm candy, get some free food, some free drinks, and go on to your next day afterwards. Y'all ever did that? Y'all ever got tipsy on your first date? By the time you got to your second date, you was extra nice. Hilarious. They're like, oh, you in a good mood. Mm-hmm. You said y'all are delusional. Everybody was delusional before they came successful. All right. If you were to tell somebody that there would be a computer that you can hold in your hand, take pictures, record, do all that stuff with about 50 years ago, people would call that delusional. Well, guess what we got right here? All right. It all starts with delusion. If you are not brave enough to say what you want, create what you want, create the circumstance to get what you want, you're going to stay in the present reality that you or someone else has created for you. Imagination and delusion go hand in hand. You can't move forward without it. Okay. Dusty's in the chat, and then there's your husband walking in saying, oh, you're listening to Shira again. Brilliant woman right there. Tip the woman. Uh-oh, thank you, Alicia. Tell him I said thank you too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, husband of Alicia. Appreciate you. Uh-huh. You said delusional is the way to be. Exactly. If a Dusty got delusional on being successful, he might just be successful one day instead of accepting his Dusty status. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you keeping all your money? Well, you better keep it all. Okay. All that can fit in that Crown Royal bag under your mattress. Keep it. Don't nobody want it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All that money that grandma done sent you for your birthday. Keep it. Uh-oh, Nina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got married to a Greece visa. You act romantic to get done your marriage. He is 30, you're 40. Now he asked me to pay 50-50. What do I do? Tell him no. It's like, oh, that's against my religion and culture. Just lie. Oh, I'm sorry. That's against my religion and culture. What's your religion? Sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am, sir. That's my culture. That's my religion. I can't pay nothing if I'm living with a grown, able-bodied man. Amen. The church is sprinkle. I can't do it. Don't go together. Don't go together. Okay, tell them it's against your religion and it's not in your culture, and your family would look down upon you if you went 50-50 with some grown, able-bodied man. Okay, just tell them that. Your daddy said you can't do that. Tell him to get another job. All right. How to not feel guilty for receiving. Take your whole paycheck and pay for that man. That's how. Become a pygmisha. All right. Or maybe you already a pygmisha. I don't know. Become a full pygmisha and see how you feel then. Okay. Take a grown, able-bodied man shopping. Let him hug you from behind at the cash register. Put the credit card out when a bill comes after y'all eat. Let him walk 5 steps in front of you. Let him take your car while he drop you off to work. Then you come back and talk to me. Okay. Because then ask him if he feels guilty. If he says no, then you have your answer on how not to feel guilty. All right. You said guilt is a useless emotion, especially if you didn't do anything bad. Just like be blessed and happy. Exactly. If a man likes you enough to be a provider, why would you feel guilty? You feel guilty for looking too cute? You feel guilty for that man liking you a lot? That's not guilt. That's self-doubt. Okay, sprinkle. You feel like you don't deserve something, you feel unworthy of something, it's because you have self-doubt. You don't see yourself through the eyes of that man that likes you times 10. You're seeing yourself through the eyes of a dusty you got to pay for. Look through the eyes of a man that worships you, not through the eyes of a man that wants you to pay for them. Okay? Because that's what y'all be doing. Oh, Jim J. Sprinkle. Y'all be thinking, oh, I don't deserve this because the actual types of men that I'm attracted to will never pay for me. You don't think you deserve something because you dealing with the wrong targets most of the time. That's why you feel unworthy to receive, because you feel like the types of men that you want to attract or that you want shouldn't have to pay for you, when their sole duty is to provide and protect. You've been brainwashed. Know your value. What is your favorite pheromone perfume? We're married. I like Whole Cosmetics Sprinkle. Okay. The links are in the description bar, and you can use my code SheRa to get a discount. There's a little quiz on their website you can take to tell you what pheromones are best for you. There's different kits, sizes, travel sizes, full sizes. Get that. It works. Okay. Oh, thank you, Katina. Sprinkle. You say, okay, wise woman, working apothecary. She says hers got her a house, pay off your car, and understands my worth to him. Okay. Sprinkle. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You just got your car and rent paid off for the year? Okay. Sahara. Good for you. A lot of women know their value and they don't feel guilty for anything. Some women don't. You just got to learn. You got to know. You said you women are dusty, all begging for my dough, but you don't have no money. So how can people beg the broke? Only, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody begging no broke man. There. Who begs the broke? Mm-hmm. Okay, whoever begging the broke, stop it. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You don't take money from the poor. Thank you, Disha. Hi, Shira. My question is, how can I improve my style and dressing since I have a really boring style and I'm trying to change? Okay. Um, dress for the life you want, ma'am. That's always where you need to start. You know, dress for the life that you want and start wearing them clothes and go to the places that you want to be. That's it. Mm-hmm. OMP, you feel like your provider judges you when you wear your bonnet to sleep. Is that normal? He's 50, I'm 25. He's never dated a woman of color. Okay. Um, it probably is weird. You're probably not used to seeing that. If you feel some type of way about it, then figure out a cuter way to go to sleep. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They have scarves you can wear and tie them up in a cuter way. They got fake clip-in bangs you can put through your scarf to make you look like you some pinup from the 50s or something. I mean, just get creative. Okay? Get creative. Someone says silk pillowcase. Because it looks like a shower cap, and that's not attractive to everybody. Somebody said, poor guy. My honest opinion, and I know I have been talking about bonnets since years and years and years. People don't realize that it's not cute. Your face card might not decline, but that head, that bonnet is declining. All right. You may look beautiful here, but the rest, they just putting up with it. They don't like it for real. It's not that cute. You know what I'm saying? So some people will just accept it, but they don't really like it. They don't really like it. They're just going to accept it and tolerate it because they like you or your face or your body. But honestly, no man, unless they have a fetish, likes bonnets. And if you are in a long-term relationship, they'll get used to it, but they still don't really, really like it. Just like you're going to get used to them doing stuff that you don't really like. So if you're having a problem with it, find an alternative. Find a silk scarf. Clip in some fake bangs and put you a little silk scarf on, or tie your hair up like the 1950s and look like a pinup. I don't know. It's going to be the same thing. If you just like bonnet, you grew up wearing a bonnet, understand that sometimes men don't find it attractive. That's all. Okay. Somebody said, leave the bonnets alone. Somebody said a bonnet fetish. Okay. Now, you can train a man to like a bonnet in the house. Let me tell you how. Okay. It's very psychological. They have to associate the bonnet with something positive. Okay. They have to associate the bonnet with something positive, which means if you put that bonnet on, you better have some matching lingerie. Okay? You better put that music and them candles on to match that bonnet with that lingerie, to match that bonnet if you want a positive bonnet response. If not, get you a cute little scarf, tie it up like a pinup. Okay? You have to enforce the positive reinforcement of when the bonnet is on the head, what time it is. If you can't do that, find an alternative. You may just create a new bonnet fetish. Every time he see a bonnet on anybody, he might get turned on. So be careful. I gotta go in a few minutes. But yeah, y'all gotta use psychology. Okay, y'all gotta use psychology. If these people don't understand psychology, if you don't understand psychology, ladies, you better start to understand it. Better associate that bonnet with getting some and be done. All right. You said, do I go to the salon? I've been to the salon a couple times, but it was like never to really get my hair done. I got an install one time, and a wig made, but I don't really go to salons. I just do my own hair. I'm like, it takes too long. And a lot of people don't know how to do my hair, so yeah. Why would you use a bonnet? It would look crazy. Exactly. Uh-oh. Y'all all look ghetto with them shower caps on in the dollar store. Don't be saying y'all, because not everybody wears bonnets in public. Okay. This only for bonetta. We made up a term for people that wear bonnets in public. We call them bonnettas. Bonnettas. That's in my I Bring Nothing to the Table glossary in my book. So y'all stop doing that. It's like, I know people don't care. They will use the defense when you can put on a hat with some hair hanging from it versus a bonnet. Do that instead. You know, they sell them little baseball caps at the beauty supply store with a little weave hanging off the back. That's better than a bonnet. Okay, that's better than a bonnet. They even sell them, and they're some of them even cheaper than bonnets these days. Buy that hat with the hair hanging. Stop putting bonnets on out in public. Y'all look crazy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Ajax. 28 man is 50. Okay, you're 28, man is 50, dating for 2 months, given 2,300. He asked for monthly bills and credit card to pay them off, but hasn't done it yet. Wait or move on. Did you send him all the information for him to do it? Send him a Venmo request of the total amount that it takes to pay off all of that stuff, or at least a month of it. If he doesn't respond, then stop talking to him. A lot of men just tell y'all what y'all want to hear to keep y'all talking temporarily until they find another one. Okay. A lot of men do that to save their ego or to boost their ego and have you talking to them like they're a provider when they are not. So no action gets no reaction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You stop texting him 100% until that money is where it's supposed to be. The only thing you text him is where he needs to deposit it at. That's it. No words. That's it. Until he does it, don't talk to him anymore. Move on to the next one if you don't get the response sooner rather than later. But the next time you text him or he calls you, do not answer. Simply text back the information so he can deposit the money. That's all. I missed your super chat. Hold on. Thank you, BB. Just to say thank you, Shira. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, do men know that they need to lead, or do some men genuinely not know? Some men were raised by women who were leaders and led the household. And so they look to women as the leader because they're either their dad wasn't around and no one taught them how to lead. Okay. Even though there are countless examples on TV shows. There are countless men teaching men online videos. There are countless numbers of them. They just prefer the narrative of them being equal to a woman, or prefer the narrative of them being a prize, or prefer the narrative of a woman being a leader, because they don't want to step out of their comfort zone and man up. So they stay there and make excuses and say, well, my mama did this and my mama did that. Okay, well, are you your mama? Are you your mama, sir? Am I your mother? No. Does your mother have a grown, able-bodied man living in the house? No. Okay. Well, there's the difference. Do you think if your mama had a grown, able-bodied man in the house, she would be able to do all those things, or she would want to do all those things? No? Yes? Okay. So, honestly, if a man wants you to do the job of two people, then he don't need to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell them, and thank you for letting me know that I am a strong, independent leader woman, and I don't need no man. Goodbye. And then when they say, that's not what I meant. Okay, well, if you want to be in the masculine, then I need to be in the feminine. So that means you provide or leave. Goodbye. Either way, goodbye. If you can't do it, bye. You said one more thing before I go. Y'all are built like linebackers. Okay, so you attracted to linebackers. Tell your story, sir. Miss Nessie, we're here to hear it. Because when y'all go to prison, y'all be hunching on men that look like linebackers too. You said what? And some of y'all one paycheck away from being gay for pay. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all will sleep with anything. Don't matter if it looked like a linebacker or your mama or yourself. Okay, we listen and we judge. No, we listen and we tell the truth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, oh, Lord. Y'all be walking 5 steps in front of that linebacker when they finna buy you some new Jordans at the store when it's tax return season. Y'all be hugging up on a linebacker when they paying at the register because your credit card ain't gone through. Because you didn't have to take out a payday loan. Okay. Y'all be hooking up all up on them linebackers when y'all be homeless. So I don't understand. It's more linebacker women out here with men with 6-packs taking care of grown, able-bodied men. So y'all must like them. Okay. Is that why y'all always watching football? That why y'all like watching men in tights run around chasing balls? Because y'all like linebackers that much? Okay, wonderful. I'm glad to see that you found your type. Okay. Half of these women don't even know what a linebacker is. Okay. We don't pay too close of attention to men in tights. That's y'all. You don't know what a linebacker look like. Is a linebacker skinny? I bet y'all know though, because y'all be looking and watching. I don't know what no linebacker look like. I don't watch football. I don't like to see men chasing other men's balls and running across the field in tights. I don't bumping into each other, touching each other's booties. I don't care about that. You say you learned what a linebacker is today. Well, okay. What a linebacker look like? Let me look one up. What does a linebacker look like? Okay. Linebacker. Hmm. Photo. Images. There go a linebacker right there. They look pretty in shape to me. Okay. They tall, in shape. Mm-hmm. Let me see another one. What's his name? Shout out to Joe Thomas. Sprinkle, sprinkle, holla at me. Let me see another one. Oh, who this? They look pretty in shape to me, sir. They look paid and in shape. And all the men are chasing them. So thank you. They look paid, in shape, and people be chasing them. Sound about right. Thank you, sir. He said, I bet them linebacker bills is paid too. Exactly, Lakeisha. Okay. They be just they're going in a circle. They can't figure it out. Paid in shape and men chasing them. Okay, Lily Ann. Clock it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Best football analogy ever. Okay. If you're going to come for me, you better be smarter than me. That's all I'm going to tell you. Mm-mm. The only way you're going to get me to act dumb is if you pay me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What can you say about guys insulting their girlfriends? They're jealous of them. They're competing with them. They are insecure. Okay. Mm-mm. Someone says they don't like you. Exactly. You said men are so dramatic. You know what? Men that can't control you, they're gonna try to find a way to feel like they have some sort of control. They're gonna try to belittle you, make you feel insecure about yourself. Da, 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 da. If they can't do that, they just go away. Okay. And usually the very types of women that they marry and insult are usually their mothers. The type of women that remind them of mommy. And that's quite all right. Because either way, you came from a woman, your focus is a woman, your downfall is probably a woman. Everywhere you look, it's probably some woman you can't have, a woman you don't want. And that's fine. Just get your money up and you ain't got to worry about hardly any of it. How to keep your manipulative mama away. She always interfered for him not to invest more for me. Oh, his manipulative mama. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to keep her away. Okay, you got to find out what she don't like and make sure it's in the house. What is her trigger? If she likes snakes, get a pet snake. If she don't like snakes. She allergic to something, put that in the house. Okay. Associate whatever you're asking your man for with something that he really wants. So he will never tell you no. You said a snake is diabolical. Someone says stop the visits. Exactly. This more for my other channel, but you want to get rid of her and stop her from visiting. Go in your kitchen cabinet, grab this stuff, all right? Grab you some cayenne pepper, some black pepper, get you some ashes out the fireplace, mix it up, and sprinkle it all around her room, in the bed. All the peaches, sprinkle, sprinkle, literally. Everywhere she goes, she gonna be sneezing. Eyes gonna be burning. Oh, you must be allergic to something. No. Oh, I'm so sorry you have to leave so early. Goodbye. The pepper will do it. Right, right. What if you live with her? It don't matter. Do you live in her room? If she too busy sneezing, she can't be complaining. If she taking Benadryl because she got allergies, she gonna be asleep. Okay. You said what? When she act right, don't sprinkle it. When she keep acting up, sprinkle it. Okay. It's your house. She gonna start to associate bad behavior with allergies. Good behavior with no allergies. You said black salt. Every time I act right, I don't be sneezing and stuff. Every time I act wrong, I be sneezing and stuff. There you go. You know, as a wife, if you allow someone to live with you, that's still your house. It's still your house. And even though that's his mother or whatever, whatever, she does not have the right to get between you and them, or you and your family, you and your husband. She don't have that right. You're not her child. She can give her opinion, but she don't have any right as far as you and your husband are concerned. So if she is, you can have a nice talk with her before you resort to any of those things. You can say, look, that's me and my husband. You don't have no rights to come between us. If you do, I'm literally just going to ignore you. Don't talk to me. If you're going to interfere in my relationship, I will not respect you. Just sometimes you need to tell people. Okay. You said once you even told her to go mind her business with her own husband. Ooh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, I'm going to ignore you. It's dope. Y'all seen that movie with Brandy? Oh my goodness. Y'all seen that movie with Brandy? Was it on Netflix? Where that dude's stepmom moved in? What was that movie called? It was funny. I gotta go in a few minutes, y'all. You said to Alexa, whisper her name in the middle of the night. Y'all think I'm playing. That is hilarious. Yeah. You know what? There are if y'all don't know this, I'm gonna give y'all a little pro tip. There are YouTube videos that have like silence for like 8 hours, and then they say something like whisper something. It's like a prank, right? So you can literally put like a tablet under their bed or something and press play for like 8 hours, and it'll be real silent, and then it'll be like, get out. Oh, my kids used to use that prank on each other. Mommy, something in my room. Layla be laughing. The old people don't know. You said you've mastered making the house scary. It's so easy. Y'all crazy. Look, when did this turn left? Okay. Either stand up for yourself or go find some haunted videos on YouTube. Find the no ad pop-ups. Exactly. You gotta type in ad free. You say you're gonna pretend the house is haunted? Good luck. Let me know how it go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, they should have a service. That's a good business idea. Mother-in-law bothering you? Call such and such to set up your fake haunted house. We will put your mother-in-law in check. Setup fee is this, and that. You got your April Fool's prank? Okay. Business idea. He said he's married, but he buys you perfume. Okay, ma'am. Do you wear deodorant? Sprinkle, sprinkle, because sometimes, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, maybe he likes you. Unless you don't wear deodorant, then you might just be, he might be just being nice. There's a business that cuss out your coworkers anonymously. What do they do? Just call them up and start cursing them out on the phone? That's funny. If he's buying you gifts and he's married, just take the gifts, ma'am. You know the saying, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, just take the gift. It's a win. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, thank y'all so much. I gotta go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Check out all the links in the description bar. All right, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. On TikTok, I'm SheRaSeven1, the original. On Instagram, I'm SheRaSeven, and I'm verified on Instagram. All right. Thank y'all, everybody who sent me gifts for my birthday, for my wish list. I truly appreciate y'all. If y'all want to ask me private questions, 3 sentences or less, join my Patreon, which linked in the comments. Join tier 2 and up and message me, and I'll write you back within 2 or 3 days. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.